So, guess what? My dad just built a new house.
Wait, seriously? Your dad? But he's 70.
Yeah, 70 and still going strong, apparently.
Wow, that must mean he's doing really well financially. I mean, building a house at that age? Not many people can do that. That's impressive. I'm kind of jealous, to be honest.
Are you?
Well, yeah, owning a house is a dream, right? A proper house, not just an apartment. There's something really grounding about it. Safe, stable.
Yeah, well, eventually it'll be mine anyway.
Nathan, that's not something you say while your parents are still alive and well. Come on, that's so insensitive.
Okay, sorry. I was just joking. Don't take it so seriously.
It's not about being serious. It's just, words matter.
All right, fair. Anyway, my parents called this morning. They want us to come on over on Saturday and check out the new place. Said we should see it in person. Can you come?
Of course I can. That sounds exciting. We should bring a gift. What do you think they'd like?
Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal.
Come on, Nathan. We can't show up empty-handed. It's a new house. It's a big deal. Let's bring something thoughtful. Maybe something they can actually use. Should I text your dad and ask what they need?
No need. Seriously, just showing up is enough for them. If they wanted something, they'd have said.
You're underestimating how awkward it is to come without even a small gesture. Trust me on this one. I'll figure something out.
Fine, but don't overthink it. They're not expecting anything fancy.
Still, it's important. I'll just get them something practical. Maybe a nice kitchen set or a decorative plant. Something warm.
Sure, do what you want. They'll just be happy to see us. Especially me. I haven't been home in a while.
I know. I think they'll really appreciate it.
So you'll come with me Saturday?
Yeah, definitely. But is it okay if I just go for the day and head back the same night?
What? Why?
I've got an important thing on Sunday, remember? It's on our shared calendar. I've had this client presentation locked in for weeks.
Honestly, I don't really check that calendar.
I kind of figured. I tried to give you a heads up in advance.
Well, it's kind of last minute, yeah. I think my parents will be a little disappointed if you don't stay the night.
I know, and I really wish I could adjust my schedule, but I can't. Not this time. This meeting's been moved twice already. I can't afford to mess this up. It's important.
All right, it's not the end of the world. You'll see him Saturday. We'll plan a longer trip another time.
Thank you for understanding.
Just don't forget the gift, okay?
Of course not. Hi, Dustin. It's been a while. I heard your new house is finally finished. Congratulations.
I don't recall asking for your congratulations.
Well, regardless, it's a big milestone. Actually, I was calling to ask, since we'd like to visit this weekend, is there anything you'd like as a housewarming gift?
I don't need anything. You and Nathan can choose whatever furniture or household goods you like.
Oh, but that wouldn't make sense. It's your house, not ours. We wouldn't just buy whatever we like, would we?
Excuse me?
I mean, it's not like we're living there.
What the hell are you talking about? Of course you're living there. That's the whole point.
I'm sorry, what?
We built a two-family house with you two in mind. You'll be moving in to live with us. That's the plan.
Wait, are you saying you had a two-family home built assuming we'd move in without asking us first?
Why the hell would I need your permission to build my house?
Because whether or not we live with you is a pretty significant decision, don't you think? It impacts our jobs, our lives, our future.
It's a brand new detached home. No one in their right mind would say no to that.
Just for reference, where is it located?
There was some great land just on the edge of town. Quiet area. That's where we built it.
That's nearly 90 minutes from my office.
So, quit your job. Nathan makes enough to support you. And once the caregiving starts, you'd have to quit anyway. Might as well get ahead of it.
I'm sorry, Dustin, but you don't get to decide how I live my life. I'm not quitting my job, and I have no plans to move.
So you're just going to abandon your responsibilities as a wife?
And what exactly does that mean?
It means taking care of your husband's parents when the time comes. That's what being a good daughter-in-law is.
With all due respect, there are professional caregiving services available now. And frankly, both of you still seem quite capable.
Nathan's mother, she's showing signs. I'm telling you, she's losing it. Last week she tried to eat dinner twice in a row. That's not normal.
Has she seen a doctor?
She will, eventually.
Of course I'm concerned about her. But that doesn't mean I'm willing to sacrifice my entire life, my career, and my autonomy to take care of you. That's not fair, and it's not sustainable.
Unbelievable! Nathan married a woman this cold and selfish?
Sorry to disappoint you. I didn't realize warmth was measured by how much of your life you're willing to give up.
You're really going to turn your back on the home we built?
It was your decision to build it without discussing it with us. If you'd asked, I would have told you plainly, I'm not interested in cohabiting.
We even built a second kitchen for you! You think that was cheap? You're telling me all of that is going to waste?
If I had asked for a second kitchen, I might feel bad, but I didn't.
Then maybe we should just call it what it is. If you're refusing to live here, then you're not part of this family. I'll tell Nathan to file for divorce. You good with that?
Divorce? Over not wanting to move in with your parents? Are you even listening to yourself?
Nathan said he was on board. That's why we did this. So how the hell are you just finding out now?
Nathan knew?
Of course he did. You think we'd build an entire house without telling our son?
Well, that changes things. We'll have to talk. Clearly, we're not on the same page.
Do that. Talk it over. Then get back to me soon.
Right. Goodbye, Dustin. What the hell, Nathan?
What now?
The two-family house. You knew about it all along?
Yeah, I did.
And you didn't think it was worth mentioning to me?
I figured you'd be happy. I mean, it's a brand new home. I thought you'd be excited once you saw it.
You seriously thought I'd be excited to find out my husband and his father made a life-altering decision behind my back?
Come on, it's not like we're moving across the country. You could still commute.
You mean a 3-hour round trip every single day? And what if I missed the last train? I'd be stranded in the middle of nowhere.
Then I'll come pick you up. It's not a big deal.
That's not the point, Nathan. What makes me furious isn't just the location or the commute. It's that you and your father both think I'm supposed to become some sort of full-time caregiver, like that's just my role now.
Isn't it kind of expected? I mean, children take care of their parents, don't they?
Your parents, Nathan. They're your responsibility.
We're married, Jennifer. That makes them your parents, too.
Well, I have my parents, too. I'm their only child. What if something happens to them?
Put them in a home?
Are you serious right now? So let me get this straight. Your parents get in-home care and my parents get shoved into a facility?
It's not like that. There's a hierarchy. The husband's parents come first. It's just tradition.
Unbelievable. I can't believe I married someone who actually believes that.
What, am I wrong?
You're dismissing my life, my choices, my career. You didn't just keep me in the dark. You made plans for me like I was a side character in your story.
Look, it's done. The house is built. We can't exactly unbuild it now.
Your father told me to quit my job. Do you agree with that?
I mean, maybe that wouldn't be such a bad thing.
I finally got my dream position, editor-in-chief at a national fashion magazine. You want me to throw that away so I can wash your dad's socks and remind your mom what day of the week it is?
It's just fashion. We're talking about family, about people's lives.
So now my career's meaningless? You have no right to insult what I've built.
All I'm saying is there are other jobs.
And all I'm saying is, I'm done. You know what? Maybe your dad's right. Maybe divorce is the answer.
Wait, what?
You heard me. You and your father have been so eager to kick me out of your life. So fine, I'm gone.
Sarah, don't do this! This is getting out of hand!
It got out of hand when you prioritized your father's whims over your own wife's life. You didn't consult me about anything. Not the house, not the location, not even the mortgage.
Hey, we are talking about it now!
After the concrete's been poured, now you want my opinion?
I'm paying the mortgage, Sarah. The construction alone cost nearly $200,000. Do you think my dad had that kind of money lying around?
Wait, you're paying for the house?
Yeah, it's under my name. He's too old to get a loan and he didn't have the savings for it.
This is unbelievable. You decided to take on our future debt for a house I didn't even know about?
It's for the family.
It's not my family. It's your family, and I was never given a choice.
You're gonna walk away from my mom, from someone who might have dementia?
Your dad thinks she might have dementia. He hasn't even taken her for a diagnosis.
I've seen it myself. She's not the same. She forgets names, asks the same questions 5 times a day.
Then take her to a doctor, but don't expect me to drop everything in my life for a possibility. You planned this entire thing assuming I'd just give in. Well, I won't.
So you'll just abandon a sick old woman?
If sacrificing my entire identity is the only way to be considered a good person, then call me selfish. I don't care anymore.
You need to calm down.
I am calm. And I'm telling you, I'm not moving in. I'm not quitting my job. I'm not becoming your family's nursemaid.
Look, let's just go this weekend. We'll visit, we'll see how my mom's doing, we can talk to my dad together.
I'll come for your mom because I care, but I'm telling you now, my decision won't change.
All right, I'll tell Dad. Let's just try to keep things civil. You arrogant brat! Talking back like that! What kind of woman raises her voice to her elders? You call yourself a wife?
Do you even remember what happened earlier? You threw hot tea in my face during our discussion.
I told you my hand slipped. It wasn't on purpose.
And no apology? Not even a hint of remorse?
If anyone should apologize, it's you!
For what exactly?
For refusing to do your duty as a wife, for rejecting our request over and over again to move in and help care for us.
I explained my reasons again and again. I have a career. I have obligations. I lead a team at work. I have people counting on me.
Career? Don't make me laugh. You're a woman. That's just a phase, a side hobby until the real responsibilities start.
I've been working since before I met Nathan, and I plan to keep working. My job is not a hobby. It's a career I earned.
You're nothing special. There's a line of women who could replace you in a second.
Then maybe you can find one of them to move into your custom-built two-family house and care for you and your wife.
What did you just say?
I said, if I'm so easily replaceable, I'm sure you won't have any trouble finding another daughter-in-law who's willing to play nursemaid.
Don't talk back to me, you ungrateful wench!
Ungrateful? I'm married into this family. I've put up with 5 years of being ignored, dismissed, and now you expect me to just throw away everything I've built and move in like some unpaid nursemaid?
Do you think we'd find another woman willing to marry that good-for-nothing son of mine? Do you? You're the only one stupid enough to say yes, and I'm not letting you go!
Excuse me? So I'm not a daughter-in-law. I'm a prisoner?
You're the one who chose this life. When you married Nathan, you took on the responsibility of caring for us. My wife is getting worse by the day. That's your role now. Wife, caretaker, daughter-in-law.
Then let me ask you, do you honestly think I should respond with a smile and a cheerful yes, sir, when you throw scalding tea in my face and tell me to give up my life?
It's not about what you want. It's about what's right. A daughter-in-law follows orders. That's how it's always been.
Maybe that's how things worked back then, but I hate to break it to you, your time is over. Women today have choices.
The core of a man and a woman never changes. You want to act modern? Fine, but you'll see, your rebellion will destroy this family.
Then maybe the way families were built in the past was wrong to begin with.
What the hell did you just say?
You heard me. The idea that women should stay silent, live for their husbands, serve their in-laws like servants, that whole system, it was flawed. Deeply flawed.
You ungrateful, unholy thing! No woman with a mouth like yours deserves to be part of this family. I'll make sure Nathan divorces you. Mark my words!
I already told Nathan that's fine by me.
You seriously think someone else will want you now? You're over 30. You think you can just prance back into the dating world?
Well, used goods are trending lately. The second-hand market is more popular than ever.
You always have something to say, don't you? You should have been born a lawyer, not a so-called magazine editor.
Still better than a bitter, aging man whose only value system is who can cook and change diapers fastest. You want a housemaid? Hire one. But don't expect me to abandon my life to play the role you scripted for me.
Nathan will stay here. He'll never go back to you. And when you're crying alone, begging him to return, I'll make sure he slams the door in your face.
That's not for you to decide. That's between me and Nathan.
He only listens to me.
Then I pity him. And you. I sincerely hope one day you realize what you've done, but I doubt you ever will.
You'll regret this, girl.
No, I'll finally be free.
So, I heard things got a little heated with my dad.
He humiliated me, dismissed everything I said just because I'm a woman. And you think I should have just kept my mouth shut?
Look, he's old-fashioned. He was raised with a different mindset. That's just how he is.
And I have my own way of seeing the world. Just because he clings to outdated values doesn't mean I should bow to them. Don't try to force me into a box just because it fits your family's idea of how a wife should behave.
Dad keeps going on about how I should divorce you.
I told you already. If that's what you want, I won't stop you.
But I don't want that, Jennifer. I don't want to lose you.
Then why haven't you once stood up for me? Every time your father spoke, you either agreed or stayed silent. Do you realize how much that hurt?
He's my dad. He's older, wiser. He's seen more of life than either of us.
That's not an excuse. And if that's your standard, then I'm sorry, Nathan. I don't think I can be in this marriage anymore.
You're saying you want a divorce?
Your father said it himself. Either she moves in or she's out, and you backed him. You made it clear where your loyalties lie.
Fine. I'll tell them we're not moving in.
What about that grand new house? What's going to happen to it now?
I don't care anymore.
Unbelievable. You went through all that, built that whole two-family setup, didn't even ask me, and now you're just brushing it off?
Whatever, it's just a house.
And your mother? I didn't see her when we visited. What's going on?
She wasn't feeling well, probably just tired.
Has she been diagnosed? You said yourself she's been acting different.
I don't know. Dad hasn't taken her to the hospital, and I haven't asked.
She could have dementia, Nathan. There's medication that can slow it down, but only if she gets help early.
What's the point? You're refusing to move in, so who's going to take care of her?
That's not an excuse to neglect her. There are other options. Home care, day services, even facilities. This isn't just black or white.
We can't afford any of that. We already spent everything on the house.
There are government subsidies. It's not like you're helpless.
You're the one who said no to helping. Don't pretend to care now.
Excuse me? You're seriously blaming me?
Yes, this whole mess started because you wouldn't just say yes. If you'd agreed to the move, none of this would be happening. Dad wouldn't be angry, Mom would have someone around, everything would be fine.
So that's it? I'm the villain here?
You made it this way.
I can't believe you're saying this. I've tried. I really tried to be part of this family, but all I've gotten in return is silence and blame.
Because you never really wanted to be part of us. You always kept your distance, always had that attitude like you were better than us.
I just wanted respect. I wanted partnership, but all I ever got was expectation.
Then go. Walk away. Leave me, leave my parents, but don't expect the world to welcome you with open arms.
What is that? A threat?
You think Mom's gonna be okay on her own? If she wanders off and gets hit by a car or something, that'll be on you.
So that's your play now? Guilt me into submission?
If that's what it takes, yeah. Maybe you need to feel guilty.
No, Nathan, I've done nothing wrong. Your parents' care isn't solely my responsibility. And your emotional manipulation? It won't work anymore.
Fine, do whatever the hell you want.
I intend to.
You'll regret this.
I already regret not leaving sooner. Mary, were you just in Grand Central a little while ago? I know it sounds strange, but I could have sworn I saw you. It looked exactly like you. But then again, I heard you weren't feeling well lately, so I thought maybe I was just imagining things. Jennifer? Yes! How have you been feeling? Have you been able to see a doctor yet? No, not yet. Right. Now that I think about it, it couldn't have been you and Grand Central, right? Well, no, I suppose not. Mary, I didn't think I'd be saying this through a message, but Nathan and we've decided to divorce. What? We're so sorry. After all the trouble your family went through building that two-family home for us. We couldn't go through with the plan to live together, and I know you've been unwell lately. I feel awful that I couldn't be there to support you more. Please don't think any of this is your fault. Oh, that's wonderful. I'm sorry? I said, that's wonderful. Finally, I'm free. What are you talking about? I'm in Grand Central. Wait, what? Are you serious? Where are you now? I'm at the station. I was just about to head out to a meeting. After that, I'm free for the evening. Then let's meet. Tonight. I mean, of course. But does your husband know you're in the city? What about Nathan? Are they not worried about where you are? Why would they be? Well, because they've been saying you're, not well. That you're, sorry to say this, possibly developing dementia? So that's what they've been telling you? Yes, Nathan said you sometimes forget meals or repeat conversations, that he's worried that you might be declining. Then come see me. Look me in the eyes, Jennifer. Once you do, you'll understand everything. You're scaring me a little. What's going on? Later. We'll talk properly tonight, face to face. Okay, I'll message you once my meeting ends. Please, take care until then. Wow, honestly, I'm disgusted. I've never seen a more pathetic, abusive old man in my life.
What did you just say?
I said, you're a disgusting excuse for a human being. I've met some awful people, but you take the cake.
You'd better watch your mouth. I'm still your father-in-law whether you like it or not, even if the divorce is underway.
Oh, forgive me. I must have forgotten to pretend to respect someone who doesn't deserve an ounce of it.
Unbelievable. You've really changed, haven't you? Ever since the divorce talks began, your true colors are shining through. I always knew you weren't fit to be my son's wife. In fact, I'm glad this marriage is ending.
Coming from you, that's almost a compliment. You want to talk about people's true nature? Let's talk about yours.
What are you going on about now?
Yesterday, I ran into Nathan's mother in Grand Central.
Her? She disappeared weeks ago, so that's where she's been hiding? Probably got confused again. Her senility must be getting worse.
That's what you tell yourself, isn't it? No, she was perfectly lucid. Sharp as ever, actually.
Don't be fooled. Sometimes she has moments of clarity, but she doesn't even realize she has dementia.
Oh, please. She's more mentally stable than you've ever been. She told me everything.
You're seriously going to believe the ramblings of a senile woman?
More than I'd ever believe you. She told me how you pressured her to fake dementia. How you wanted her to pretend to be mentally ill just so you could guilt Nathan and me into moving in and taking care of you.
That's not what happened.
She said you insisted on it. And when she refused, you ignored her objections and forced the two-family house plan anyway. She begged you not to do it, over and over.
She didn't understand. It wasn't her place.
She understood perfectly. She told me something heartbreaking, that she knew bringing up cohabitation would drive a wedge between Nathan and me. But she said she would rather see her son's marriage fall apart than force some poor woman to waste her youth caring for a bitter, abusive old man.
But she didn't go through with the act. She refused to pretend. She locked herself in her room when you came to visit.
Good for her. She didn't owe us that lie. And let's not skip over the most vile part. You hit her. didn't you? Because she wouldn't cooperate.
She tripped. She's clumsy. That bruise wasn't from me.
Do you think I'm that stupid? You think we can't tell the difference between a fall and a punch? The angle of the bruise, the swelling, it's clear as day.
So what? It was a private argument between husband and wife. The police don't need to get involved.
Oh, I think they will. I have the medical report. All it would take is one visit to the station. Even you must understand what that means.
It was just an argument. Nothing worth destroying a life over.
No, what destroys lives is what you've done. The violence, the manipulation, the lies.
Just tell her to come home, please.
She's not coming back. She told me she's done. She wants to live on her own terms now. She went to Grand Central looking for an old shop she loved, a place filled with memories. It's gone now, but even so, she said she felt free.
What can an old woman like her even do?
She can live. And tell me, what is it that you want from her?
She's my wife! We've been together decades!
No, you just want her back as a maid. You don't miss her. You miss the housework, the meals, the laundry, the silent compliance.
A woman doing housework is normal!
Maybe in 1955, but it's 2025. Wake up. No one is obligated to be your servant. You can't just impose your dusty values on people and expect blind obedience.
I don't need a lecture from you. Just give me back my wife.
She's not coming back.
I don't accept that.
Then go to court. Spend your savings fighting a battle you'll lose. Your precious two-family house, you'll be paying for it alone.
Nathan will pay. He's my son.
He won't. He doesn't even live there. He's already taking steps to remove his name. The mortgage is yours now.
No, that can't be true.
Oh, and by the way, your wife will be filing for alimony.
What?
You heard me. You don't get to walk away after decades of abuse without consequences.
I only hit her a few times.
You think it was just a few? She kept a journal. She recorded everything, over 100 incidents, some dated years back, some recent, with photos, with doctor's notes. We could take you to court, send you to prison. But frankly, no one gains anything from seeing you rot behind bars. So, I have a better idea.
You want the house?
God, no. No one wants that cursed building. Sell it, use the money to pay what you owe, and then get a job.
I'm 70. I've retired.
And spent your retirement drinking, sitting around, and handing your money to bar girls. Meanwhile, your wife couldn't even buy the cheap wine she liked. She deserves peace in her remaining years. Freedom. She gave her life to you and got nothing in return. Now, she deserves everything.
But who's going to hire someone like me?
Don't worry, I know people. I'll help you find something appropriate. Dishwashing, trash collection, security guard. You'll be fine.
How much? How much do I owe?
About $1,800 a month. More if you include back pay.
How am I supposed to live?
You have a pension. You can live modestly, like your wife always had to.
This is like telling me to die!
No, this is what accountability looks like. You raised your hand to someone weaker, and now you pay.
I want to apologize. If she hears me out, I'm sure she'll understand.
No, she won't, because 3 minutes after you apologize, you'll raise your hand again. That's your cycle. Everyone knows it now. And one last thing.
What more is there?
Your toxic sexist values? You passed them down to your son. That's why our marriage failed.
So now this is all my fault?
Partly, yes. Your son had chances to change, but your influence was like poison, and I won't let it infect another generation.
No grandchildren, no family under one roof, just labor till death? This isn't the life I worked for!
None of us got what we hoped for. We dreamed of love, peace, home. But living with you made that impossible. You're not the only one in pain. Stop pretending you are.
To be torn down by someone like you!
I hope at 70, you finally realize age and gender don't make you wise. Decency does.
So, she's really done with me.
Yes. She's sipping wine with a smile I haven't seen in years.
She drinks wine?
See? You never knew her at all.
Can you just tell her I'm sorry?
No. Apologies have to come from you, face to face.
Please, forgive me. I don't want to be alone. Nathan, hey, I need to talk to you. It's important. If this is about the house, save it. Please, just hear me out. I'm in a tough spot. I didn't expect all these costs. The loan is bigger than I thought it'd be, and now with your mother gone, everything's falling on me. I can't do this alone, son. I need your help. Help? You mean money. It's your family home, Nathan. I built this with the future in mind, for you, for your wife, for your kids someday. You're part of this. You owe me that much. Owe you? I don't owe you a damn thing. Don't talk to me like that. I'm your father. Yeah, and as a father, you spent more time tearing people down than building them up. You manipulated Mom, guilt-tripped her into staying while you treated her like a live-in maid. You called my wife ungrateful, lazy, unworthy, and now you're surprised she left? She poisoned you against me. You were different before she came into the picture. No, I just opened my eyes. I finally saw the way you talked to her, how you talked to Mom. You treated women like they existed to serve you. You didn't raise me, you commanded me. Nathan, listen, if I lose this house, I have nowhere to go. You should have thought of that before forcing everyone to live under your roof on your terms. Before driving your wife out and then asking the son you emotionally abused to bail you out. I made mistakes, I admit it, but I'm still your father. You can't just abandon me. Watch me. Nathan, please, just a few hundred a month just until I get back on my feet. You're not getting back on your feet. You retired 10 years ago and spent your pension drinking and flirting with barmaids while Mom was clipping coupons just to buy laundry detergent. I didn't know she was struggling like that. Because you never asked. You never cared. You just assumed she'd serve you till the end. I'm alone now, Nathan. Everything's gone. Even my own son wants nothing to do with me. You didn't lose me, Dad. You threw me away the second you made it clear your pride mattered more than people. So here's what's going to happen. You will not use my name for credit. You will not ask for another yen from me. And if you show up at my home, I will call the police. You're serious? Dead serious. You made your choices. Now you can live with the consequences, just like Mom had to. Goodbye, Dad.
The divorce between my father-in-law and mother-in-law was finalized surprisingly quickly. It was as if both of them had been waiting for someone to make the first move. And once that unspoken wall cracked, there was nothing left to fight for. No dramatic scenes, no desperate pleas, just paperwork, signatures, and a quiet understanding that whatever had tied them together was long gone. But as for my divorce from Nathan, that turned out to be far messier than I expected. After everything he'd said, all the harsh, arrogant words, all the blaming and belittling, after the countless times he insisted I was the problem, that I was holding him back, that I needed to grow up. It should have been simple. It should have been straightforward. But no, when it finally came time to part ways, when we were sitting in that small, cold room signing the final documents, Nathan broke down in tears. He actually cried. After all the bravado, all the posturing and cruel declarations, he looked me in the eye and sobbed, saying he didn't want to lose me. He said he still loved me, that we could fix things, that we just needed one more chance. It wasn't love, it was desperation. The same desperation of a man who finally realized that control doesn't guarantee permanence, but it was far too late. To be honest, it made me recoil. I felt absolutely no sympathy, just a deep, bone-deep disgust. It triggered something in me that I didn't know had been dormant, the kind of emotional revulsion I can only describe as a Frog Prince effect. The moment he cried, I didn't see the man I used to care about. I saw someone who had willingly destroyed everything we'd built, and now, pitifully, couldn't stand the idea of being alone. The sight of him sobbing didn't move me. It repulsed me. All I could think was, this is the same man who mocked me for being emotional, and now look at him. What struck me even more was how quickly he unraveled the moment he realized I wasn't going to change my mind. I stayed calm, collected, and signed the papers without hesitation, and when I left that office, I didn't look back. Meanwhile, my former father-in-law, despite everything, continues to work tirelessly. From what I hear, he pushes his aging body to the limit every day, still showing up to the same manual job he's held for years. That in itself isn't surprising. He's always been proud, stubborn even. But what did catch me off guard is the fact that, despite the divorce, he still deposits money into my ex-mother-in-law's bank account every single month. I wasn't expecting that. Not from him. For years, he had such a harsh presence. Strict, loud, unyielding. I assumed the moment the divorce was finalized, he'd cut off all ties and leave her to fend for herself. But no, he may not be easy to understand, but somewhere in that weathered old heart, there's still a sense of responsibility. Maybe even guilt. Who knows? All I know is that he's still helping her in the only way he knows how. And then there's the house. Brand new, built just a few years ago, and yet it's still sitting on the market unsold. It turns out that being a two-generation home, a property designed for extended family living, is now a massive disadvantage. No one wants to live like that anymore. These days, people value independence, privacy. The idea of multiple families under one roof feels outdated, even suffocating. It's ironic, really. They built that house with the vision of unity, of shared life and harmony. And now, that very structure has become a burden, a symbol of a future that never came to be. They can't even sell it. My former father-in-law is still paying off the mortgage alone, watching money drain away every month for a home no one wants to live in. Sometimes the things we build to hold people together end up trapping us instead. As for my former mother-in-law, she's taken a very different path, one I honestly admire. After the divorce, she moved into a modest apartment across town. It's small, barely big enough for one person, but to her, it's a palace. Her own space, her own rules. For the first time in her adult life, she doesn't have to tiptoe around someone else's moods or silence herself to keep the peace. She doesn't have to serve tea at a specific hour or pretend to be someone she's not. She's free. And now, she's working in the cleaning department of the building where my company is headquartered. Yes, my building. I bumped into her unexpectedly one morning in the lobby, both of us equally stunned. I wasn't sure how to react, but she smiled, genuinely, and told me how happy she was. She said the job may be simple, but it gave her purpose. She said she enjoys wiping down the windows and polishing the floors because she knows she's contributing to something. She said, this may just be an apartment, but it's my apartment, my little castle. It moved me more than I expected. We both stood there for a while, quietly acknowledging that life had taken turns neither of us could have predicted. And me? I'm thriving. I've settled into my new role as editor-in-chief of the publishing company I dreamed about working for since my university days. Every morning, I walk into that office with confidence. I lead a team of sharp, passionate writers. I make decisions that matter. I guide stories into the world, and I get to shape narratives that empower others. It's more than a job, it's a calling. And for the first time in years, I don't feel small. I don't feel like I have to shrink myself to make someone else comfortable. I don't apologize for being ambitious or passionate or emotional. I don't hide behind polite silence. I speak up. I take space, and I'm respected for it. There are still moments, quiet ones, when I remember the chaos, the late-night arguments, the emotional gaslighting, the constant tiptoeing, but those memories have lost their sting. They're just echoes now, reminders of what I survived, proof of what I overcame. Sometimes I walk past the cafe where Nathan and I used to meet after work. It's changed ownership. The name's different, but the little bell above the door still makes the same soft chime. I don't avoid it anymore. I walk by, look in the window, and feel nothing. No bitterness, no longing, just neutrality, freedom. That's the thing about healing. It doesn't always come with a grand cinematic moment. Sometimes it's found in the silence, in walking past a place that once held pain and realizing it no longer owns you. And as I watch the people around me, the father-in-law still paying off an empty house, the ex-husband who cried too late, the mother-in-law who found joy in independence, I feel something like peace. Not because everything is perfect, but because I finally understand that I don't have to carry any of it with me anymore. Sometimes, late at night, I sit on my balcony with a warm drink and watch the city lights shimmer like stars scattered across the ground. The world feels vast out there, but no longer intimidating, just open, full of possibility. I used to be terrified of starting over, terrified of what it meant to rebuild a life alone, but I've come to realize I was never truly alone. I had myself, and that was enough. I've started journaling again, not out of habit, but out of desire. There's something healing about putting pen to paper, about reclaiming the narrative and telling it in my own words, not the version others tried to write for me, not the filtered story my ex-in-laws tried to project to save face, just mine. I even reconnected with some old friends I drifted away from during my marriage. They told me they always felt I wasn't truly happy, but didn't know how to say it without overstepping. Hearing that hurt, but it also validated everything I once tried to deny. I wasn't imagining things. I was just enduring them. Now, I don't endure. I choose, I live, and I do it with no one's permission but my own.